Hi, he's Pro Football Weekly senior editor Eric Edholm. I'm the publisher and editor here, Hub Arkush, as we visit with you live from New Orleans at Super Bowl XLVII. And Eric, you know, one of the questions that we ask every year when we get to the Super Bowl, with the week leading up, with the hype, with this unusual atmosphere for all these players, who's handling it better? Which team seems to be enjoying it the most? Who's looser? Who gets what the Super Bowl experience has been about? My take after 2 days down here, the San Francisco 49ers are really enjoying themselves, whether it's the Ray Lewis distraction or other things. I'm not sure the Baltimore Ravens are quite as loose, at least early in the week.
Well, it certainly depends on who you talk to. I mean, Justin Smith, he's tightened up, buttoned up. He told me in one-on-one situation, he said, I don't like this kind of environment. But I would say he's more the exception of the rule. A lot of these guys are in their first Super Bowl. Some of these guys haven't been in this experience before, so I think they're embracing it. But they're also serious, too. You know, these guys weren't whipping out the cameras and at Media Day or when they get off the plane. So it's a good balance between enjoying themselves, having a good time, but also being focused on the prize.
And one of the things that I think helps the San Francisco 49ers, wide receiver Michael Crabtree told me this morning that these guys are all friends, the whole team. He said there's no split between the offense and defense. He said if we weren't teammates, we'd still all be best friends. It's a really loose bunch of guys in general. We love screwing around and having a good time. He said, and there's nothing that is too big for this ball club because we like each other so much. And Eric, that's pretty important. And you can see in the 49ers, there is a team chemistry that gives them that swag, that 49er swag.
And to me, I think it's crazy that Randy Moss is considered one of the glue guys. And I say it's crazy because to us, and the Moss that we often see is a very kind of sheltered guy. He doesn't want to, expose himself that much to the media. But everybody to a man this week that we've talked to has said he's one of the funniest guys in the locker room, but he's also a leader. And he's one of the most beloved people in that locker room, too. So it's guys like that who have helped bring this locker room together, and I think a big reason for their success.
Now, as we applaud the 49ers and the way they're handling Super Bowl week, it's not to say the Ravens are tight or that everybody is buttoned up. Matter of fact, Ed Reed managed to have a little fun at Media Day.
You know, in focus mode. Prime time. Must be the money.
All right, now the part you all missed of that was primetime. Deion Sanders was behind me, egging him on. They were having a little bit of an inside joke with all the media around. The Ravens, it's not that they're tight, Eric. It's not that they're not enjoying the experience. It's just that they seem so much more businesslike, and they're just not as loose, at least from my observations, as the 49ers.
I think we entered this week expecting Ray Lewis to put on a show, and we've seen it in front of the camera, but certainly the report about the PEDs has kind of mellowed things out a little bit, become more business-like. We haven't seen that side of Ray that we've gotten to know so well. I think that's part of it. Joe Flacco seemed pretty loose to me. He called himself boring and then kind of just smiled. I like that, but for the rest of the team, you're right. We haven't seen kind of the histrionics that I maybe expected out of this group.
Now, it has always been part of the routine at the Super Bowl. Figure out which team is the loosest, who's enjoying it the most. They tend to play the best on Sunday, but not always. This is just handling the week leading up to the game to take you right up to kickoff with all the best in news, notes, and analysis live from New Orleans at Super Bowl XLVII. Stay right where you are at ProFootballWeekly.com.